Today on the Stay at Home Chef, I'm showing you how to make easy, authentic hummus. Hummus is super easy to make and also super delicious. Today I'm going to show you how to make a basic hummus recipe as well as two other popular flavor options. The base of any hummus recipe is chickpeas or garbanzo beans. They're the same thing. You can either use dried or canned. Dried are easy to work with, but they are time consuming. You'll need to soak them for 24 hours and then boil them until tender, which will take about 2 to 3 hours. Canned are the most convenient options. You'll want to drain them and rinse. Then if you want an ultra smooth hummus, if you pick them up and squeeze them, a little shell comes off. And you can remove those from all or some of the chickpeas for a smoother result. Now the shells are completely edible, so if you don't want to take the time to de-shell each of your chickpeas, don't worry about it. It'll be totally fine. Set the chickpeas aside, and next you need some tahini, which is a roasted, toasted sesame paste. And it comes in a can or a jar, and if it comes oily on top like this, it has separated, so you'll need to stir it together. If you're not used to buying tahini, it comes in large amounts, but don't worry, it stores really well in an airtight container in the fridge. In fact, it stays good for like 6 to 9 months, so I never worry that it's gonna be too much. Pour a 1/4 cup of the tahini paste into a food processor. If you don't have tahini or don't want to buy it, use peanut butter instead. Or if you've got allergies to nuts, you can even just leave it out. Next, pour in a 1/4 cup of freshly squeezed lemon juice, 2 cloves of garlic, 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, then a 1/4 teaspoon of ground cumin, which is optional, but it adds a little bit of additional flavor, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Then pop the lid on, and we're gonna puree this for about 30 seconds. Then we're gonna open it up and add in our chickpeas. Add those into the food processor, and then the secret to the best hummus is to puree it for an entire 3 minutes. Now, if you find that your hummus is too thick to blend well, add in a tablespoon of cold water at a time to thin it out. Add water to thin it out to your own personal taste preferences. The important part is to take that entire 3 minutes in a food processor or blender so you beat in a lot of air and you get the smoothest, creamiest hummus ever. You can add more salt to taste and then transfer it to a serving dish, then finish it off with a drizzle of more extra virgin olive oil. You can serve it up plain like this or add on some pizzazz with garnishes, including dusting it with some paprika, adding on some chopped fresh parsley, maybe some chopped olives or chopped roasted red bell peppers. You could even add on toasted pine nuts or sesame seeds. Really, it's up to you. Then of course you can serve it up with your favorite veggies, pita chips, or even just plain pita bread. And that's it for plain traditional hummus. I promised 2 other flavor options, so I'm gonna go with the 2 most popular. First up is garlic. You can make regular hummus and simply add 4 or 6 cloves of garlic instead of 2, or you can add roasted garlic. So trim off the end of 1 head of garlic, so you have the cloves exposed here. Then drizzle on a little extra virgin olive oil, then wrap it tightly in aluminum foil and roast in a 400-degree oven for 30 to 40 minutes. Or until the cloves are soft and tender. You can just give it a little squeeze and you'll feel how soft it is. You'll use the entire head of garlic, just squeeze out the cloves, in place of the 2 cloves of garlic in your regular traditional hummus. Roasted garlic is a much more mild flavor, so you'll need to use the whole head. Now, another super popular flavor is roasted red bell pepper. Super easy, make traditional hummus just like I showed you, except when you add in your chickpeas, you'll also add in 1 whole roasted red bell pepper. You can roast your own, or it's about a 12-ounce jar. Just make sure you drain it first. Then simply puree. Once again, puree for the full 3 minutes, adding cold water as necessary to thin it out. And that's it, roasted red bell pepper hummus. Once again, just transfer it to a serving dish and garnish with whatever you'd like. Then you are ready to eat. Thanks for watching. You can find the full written recipe in the video description. Be sure to subscribe, like, and follow, and check out the rest of my videos, where you can find hundreds of restaurant quality recipes you can easily make at home. We'll see you later.